episode on the Did I Overshare podcast today. I'm currently recording for YouTube, so please watch that. I think it's very fun. I'm in the living room today. Have all my stuff out here with me for today's episode. And I hope you guys are having a good week. Today's the 1st of May, so I hope many blessings come your way. Of course, let's start the month off good. I pray it is a good month for me as well. But today's episode it's an exciting topic for me to talk about. It's something I'm very passionate with. But before we get into that, I would just like to say, if you're not already, follow Did I Overshare podcast on Instagram, on TikTok. I'm active on both always, and I reply to you guys. If you end up watching this episode and want to post it and tag me, let me know. I love it. I will repost it. They're my favorite things ever. I love talking to you guys. But yeah, and if you feel so inclined, leave a rating and a review. It really does help the podcast, of course. And so today's episode is how to become good at manifesting and alchemy. And I actually didn't really look up the exact definition of alchemy. I know what it means to me, right? And it's, for me, an alchemist is someone who knows how to redirect energy, knows how to navigate energy, and dabble in it and change it and redirect it and all the shit like that, right? And then manifesting is, of course, I think we all know what manifesting is, but it's kind of doing work in order to get what you want, whether it be money, a house, a car, friends, whatever the hell. And that's what that is, right? Sorry guys, I quite literally am always getting interrupted because there's always something going on in this house with all the pets and Michi, of course. But why I think I'm so passionate about this topic, right? I think I dabble a lot. Not a little bit, a lot. But my practice personally is closed off. And there are many practices that are closed off, but there's many that aren't, And you don't have to have a specific practice to be able to manifest or to be an alchemist or do any of that. You don't at all, okay? I need you to know that now, that there's no obligations that you need other than to have boundaries with yourself in order to get what you want, okay? So for me personally, I practice hoodoo, but that is a closed practice. So that is something that I am taught through myself. I cannot teach other people that. Maybe elders can teach me, but there's other practice like what? I don't know how to say it correctly, but brujeria? And I think that is more Spanish Latin descent. That's a closed practice. But I know Wicca is an open practice. There's so many different things, and with all of those couple of things, I know there's so many more, but with those couple things, there is so much magic in those. But I need you to know that in order to manifest or be an alchemist, you do not need to have direct ties or practice any of those, okay? Let me start that out. Because I feel like a lot of people, when they want to start manifesting, I feel like social media kind of paints a picture that we have to go all in or not in at all, okay? And that's not true. That's not true. You just really have to be all in with yourself. You have to believe in your own worth, your own power, in order to get anything in life, truly. Because if you're not, you can ask for so much, but if you're not in a place to receive it, you're not gonna receive it, okay? And for me, recently, I've seen a couple videos on it, so it really intrigued me when it comes to alchemy and stuff like that, is really encapsulating and finding out what energy you're giving to people, what energy you're giving to the world, what to yourself, how you're making like things out of it and stuff like that. But redirecting energy in any situation with any and every emotion is so important, which I've learned recently. And I think I kind of knew it just a little bit, because there's certain things when you practice magic off a certain emotion, it kind of works real better. Like if you're practicing magic out of anger, whether it be for something good, anger is a really strong emotion, and you can get a lot out of practicing with anger. You can get a lot out of redirecting your anger as well. So let's say a situation I've had this in is I've started saying that any negative thoughts somebody else has about me, anything they say about me, or anytime someone thinks about me, whether it be in a good way, a bad way, whatever light it is in, I benefit from that. I get energy, good energy returned to me 10 times, right? And tenfold. Whatever someone says about me is good energy that comes my way, no matter what kind of energy it is. And that is what I have done that so I can remain positive within myself, that anything that happens in the outside world that's out of my control, it only benefits me. It only benefits me, and it can only benefit me, you know? Nothing bad can come out of this. And like I said, anger is one of the strongest emotions, but sadness is also really one of them. But that does not say that, like, you know, happiness, joy, and all that, those are really strong, powerful emotions. But 9 times out of 10, as humans, we feel the bad ones more. Like, we feel anger 10 times more. Like, when we're pissed off, we're pissed the fuck off, right? And you can do so much with that energy. You can manifest so much with that damn energy, okay? But then I move into saying, find a practice or many practices if you want that can help and benefit you, and devote your time to it. Because truly, I would say my power has gotten stronger with my practices. Like, I learned so much more. I'm such a more grounded individual, and it's something I'm learning every day. I'm learning about the really bad parts of myself and the really good parts of myself, and I'm learning as an adult how to navigate that, how to grow with that, and, you know, to learn. Honestly, life is all about learning, and it's so beautiful, especially I think when you do have a practice to learn, because it's like, damn, this shit is crazy, okay? But I think another saying that has really encapsulated everything for me, and, you know, really helped me focus on what I want, and also be able to determine that in times of lowness or sadness or depressions, that it is okay. And you probably heard it before, but it's the saying, as above, so below, right? Or in simpler words, it kind of means if things can get this bad, things can get this good. You have to remember that there's always 2 sides of a coin. If you are so low, you're so broke, you don't have anything, your emotions are everywhere, just imagine if you're this low, you can only get this good. It's always on the other side. You have to see on the other side of the coin. So I think when things get rough for me, I'm like, oh, shit's about to get real, like real good soon. Real fucking soon, shit is about to get good. Because I'm like, shit is horrible right now. Wait until next week. And that is literally what I just came out of. I had a moment where everything was so low. And I'm talking like 3 weeks ago, everything was so low, and it was happening for like a month. And I was just so tired, and I was doing so much work and so many workings and stuff like that, and talking to myself, sitting with myself, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. Why am I this low? What's going on? And then I still kept my spirits high. I still was working for what I wanted, and, you know, striving on my manifestations, paying attention to them, paying attention to what I really wanted, even if I'm so, you know, fuzzy and frazzled in the brain. And here we go. I say, like, 2 weeks ago, everything changed for me. Like, I think I just started seeing my blessings in real life. I started receiving those manifestations, and I was like, damn, all right, life is good. I don't think I've yelled in like 3 weeks, because I'm just like, okay, that's it. So I think realizing that really helps you a lot. It also helps you, like, navigate your energy and where you want to put it. But also, I think it gives me a sound mind at the same time, because it leads me to be comfortable in these ups and downs in life. And, like, I have these tattoos on my wrist. I made a video on TikTok a while ago when I first got them, but, like, they're like the swirly symbol, right? And for me, this kind of represents life. It represents growth. It represents love. It literally represents every aspect in life, and how none of it's linear. None of it. There's always ups and downs, but you're gonna keep going through it. You're gonna keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and you just gotta figure it the fuck out, okay? And even if you don't, it's gonna keep going. So I think for me, it's always a good reminder, and I think the significance of my wrist is very important for me as well, because I'm just like, that's a reminder in itself. When I look at my past, when I look at my traumas, when I look at, you know, all these things, it reminds me, okay, if it's this bad, it can get this good. Life is going to keep going. Life is going to keep going. It's going to keep showing us our bad parts, our good parts, but the whole point is for us to learn, right? And also, find a manifestation method that works for you in what you do, okay? It doesn't have to be textbook. A lot of people think things need to be textbook, or, you know, I have to have this exact method, or, you know, whatever is being pushed at me or taught to me. Not at all. You have to realize our ancestors did what they could. They did what they could with what they had, you know? And whether that just be your voice, your thoughts, your ideas. Because when I tell you that matters way more than the method that you are actually doing, whether it be like the 369 method, scripting, subliminals, spell work, root work, prayer, manifestation, like a manifestation jar, gratitude, visualization techniques, so many things. But I'm going to let you know this now. Your manifestations will not come true if you don't believe in it. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't have good energy, just, you know, if you're not rooted, if your chakras aren't aligned, if nothing is happening for you, you're not working on expanding and, you know, growing as a person, I want you to ask yourself, why do I deserve all these things that I want? Why do I deserve all these manifestations if I can't prove it to myself that I want to be a better person, right? And it's kind of fuck every method after that, because it's just like, I'm not going to get what I want if I'm not happy, if I don't believe in it, if I'm not actually striving for change and, you know, actually preparing myself and wanting better. Because you can say so much, but if you're not changing, you're not changing. That's it, period. So for me, I've kind of abandoned a lot. What is my cat doing? Like I said, there's never a chill moment in this damn house. Like, never. They're always finding something to get into. And I'm getting irritated, okay? But back to it. I've kind of abandoned every method. When I first started out, I was with every method, especially the 369 method or the one where it's like 30 days. It's like shit like that. So much different stuff. Now, I think I just talk. I talk so much of life into myself. Even when it's hard, even when life sucks, and, you know, the days I'm lazy and the days aren't good, I speak so much love and light into myself, and I think that allows me to truly flourish and get what I want because I believe in myself. I believe that even if what I want seems like it's so far away and it's so hard to achieve, that I can do it. I'm me. I'm an alchemist. I can literally get anything I want. I can achieve any goal I want. Nothing is too far. Nothing is out of reach. And that's why I truly believe this podcast will be heard by everybody one day. It truly will. And I'm sorry, my cat's tail is hitting the mic if you see on video. Because it's something I believe in. It's something I believe could help people. Even if I'm all over the place, even if I'm a mess, that's me. There's people out there who will accept me for me. And that's why, I relate to that in so many different aspects, whether it be with my car. I'm so blessed to have my car now. It might not be in tip-top shape, and that bitch might, whenever I'm in a fucking parking lot and everybody starts looking at me, my tires are always fucking flat, there's no air, all the shit's falling apart on the inside, my glove box is on the fucking floor, so much happening. But I'm blessed to be driving around, and I can acknowledge that within myself, and I know that if I keep putting work into myself and growing myself for me, I'll buy myself a new one. And when that day comes, I'm gonna stop and look back and be like, damn, that was worth it. All this self-work was worth it. All this, investing in yourself is so important. I don't think people realize this. You cannot do workings if you are not investing in yourself. Nothing is gonna happen because, like I said, intention is everything. So if you go on this with bad intentions about yourself even, it could backfire. You're going to be shown your shadow self. And if you're not ready to deal with that, then are you ready to receive your blessings? We really have to think about that, because so many people, especially like they start manifestation and they think, oh, it's supposed to be instant. Why is it not happening? Why is it not happening? You have to be comfortable within yourself first, within your situation first. And you have to accept it and be like, okay, this is where I'm at. If life doesn't change, I still know I'm loving me, I'm being the best me I can, and you know that's what it is. That's what it is, right? So if you're not doing that, then like you're just not about to get free shit. You're not. And a lot of us expect free shit. Like I know, especially me, I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? Like I need this and I need it now. No, because if I had it now, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do with it, because I don't know what the fuck to do with myself. I have no discipline. I have nothing going on. So why do I deserve it now? Why do I feel like I deserve it now? That ego, okay? It's that fucking ego. Let me scroll, because I have my notes on my thing. But you have to believe that it's meant for you and will come to you in order for it to happen, okay? And manifestation also usually gets worse before it gets good. Like, we really have to hold on a lot of times when you're manifesting, because you're always like, hey, I put this into action. Why is my life turning to shit? Like, it's doing, a lot of people are like, oh, is doing the opposite of what I wanted. Okay? And it's because you have to learn balance. Good and bad, light and dark. You have to understand balance. You cannot have one without the other. You're going to go through the processes regardless, no matter the order. And it's for your own good. It's for your own growth. Root work is so important. Grounding yourself is so important. A lot of us get lost in spiritual psychosis and we don't know what it is. And yes, I'm pointing to Christians, I'm pointing to Wiccans, I'm pointing to everybody. Everybody gets spiritual psychosis. And it's kind of like we get so lost in the sauce. Like, there's times when, I don't know if you guys relate to this, but there's times I've caught myself in my practice where every angel number I see, I think it's a sign. Everything is a sign. Everything's a message. Which, granted, everything in life is spiritual. I will back that, okay? Because everything means something. But you have to have discernment. You have to know what is meant for you, what's not meant for you, what's meant to distract you, what's really happening. And I see this in bigger religions too. Like when I see some Christians and they devote all their time, they devote, all this, but they have no discernment. They don't understand the good and bad of what's really happening around them. Everything is kind of a mask. We tend to mask ourselves when we're in spiritual psychosis, and we think, okay, this is what it is. This is it. There's no reasoning behind it. I can't understand what the actual message is, because maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. And nobody really takes the time to practice discernment or grounding. You have to ground yourself in order to effectively process or to effectively grow, effectively manifest, to do anything. Because if you are not whole within yourself, within your mind, and you cannot tell the difference between what is happening, you can attract so much negativity, so many distractions, like just so many bad things. And we really need to watch for that. It's really hard to catch spiritual psychosis until you actually reflect on yourself. Usually we kind of catch it after we're out of it. But it's just because we're in that mind, and nobody practices grounding. Nobody. And I see a lot of practitioners on social media and a lot of, bigger religions on social media. And you can just kind of tell when someone's going through spiritual psychosis, because you're just like, it's like you're speaking gibberish at a point. And there's a point where it's like you're speaking gibberish and you're like, And it's also good to have discernment if you're scrolling through media. Know what? If you're watching some fucking tarot readings in your card, please realize she is not talking about you when she's talking about go take your fucking ex that cheated on you back. Have discernment, okay? Not every message is meant for you, okay? Or not every Bible verse is meant for you. Not everything is meant for you to hear. You can, it's like the blind leading the blind. We have to realize, but it's okay. It's a learning process. We all go through it, and we all have to learn how to find balance. Life is all about balance. Even when times are shitty, find balance in the shittiness, okay? And some things take time, but when you're manifesting, you need to be extremely fucking specific. And I feel like that is key, because a lot of times, and I see this in my past manifestations, when I am doing that working, I'll be like, this is what I asked for, but not in this way. Okay? Like, why is it coming to me? You asked for this, you weren't specific about it. Okay? And you're like, oh, what's a fucking example? And you're like, I'm trying to think, what the fuck would be an example? I don't know. But all I know is you need to be specific for what you're asking for. If you're asking, oh, I want a new car. Oh, here's one. Oh, I want a new car. 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 Okay. You get a new car. It's a 2009. I mean, it drives. It's good. It's not what you wanted. You wanted a 2025. So now you're sitting here ungrateful as hell that you got what you asked for. Why do you expect anything after that? You need to be specific. If you want that 2025 blacked out fucking Audi, be specific, and be specific every single time you manifest it in order to get it. Because this brings me to vision boards. And that's why I think vision boards are so beneficial and helpful in a way, because it allows us to be specific. And I have mine. If you're watching the video, I have mine. My vision board allows me to be specific. I see it because I have on here Forbes 30 under 30, manifesting so hard. And I know for some people that might be a reach. For me, I'm gonna do it. I don't know how, Don't know how, but I'm not asking those questions. I'm gonna let God, I'm gonna let my ancestors, I'm gonna let myself, I'll figure it the fuck out. But I'll be there. Know that. Mark my fucking words. I will be there, okay? I will have a new Audi, a blacked out Audi, or a blacked out Mercedes, and it will be 2023 and up, and it will be paid off, okay? I will have it. Don't know how, but I believe in my blessings, and I'm not questioning the how. If it shows up and I'm putting in the work, so what? I will be out of credit card debt, okay? I will be out of student loan debt. Once again, don't know how, but all I know is I'm gonna make it happen. Sometimes we ask too many questions, okay? Sometimes we do not need to know everything. We do not have to have the answers, okay? Especially when we're manifesting. Literally, intent, vibe. Be specific. Let them know, hey, this is what the fuck I want. Let yourself know, this is what the fuck I want. I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna get it. Give me 6 months, okay? And watch some crazy shit happen. And I think being a spiritual person and, you know, doing my workings, a lot of the times I catch myself being like, what the fuck? I can't believe that shit's real. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. It's insane. Like, there's so many different things. I'm like, I cannot believe that this fucking happened. Like, there's so many times I receive so many blessings that I've asked for, and it's always in the most craziest fucking ways. It's always so random. It's out of nowhere. It's from this thing I didn't even know fucking existed, and I'm just like, damn. How the hell? I'm not gonna ask the questions. Thank you, bless you, love you. And thank you for seeing me. Thank you for allowing me to put in this work, and thank you for, you know, blessing me. I appreciate it. But always a slim ego equals abundance, okay? With that ego, you're nothing. With that ego, you're nothing. When you get this car that you manifested and now you want to go around town acting like you're bigger and better than everybody and you're that bitch, nobody can fuck with you. Cool, inside, know that you're that bitch. You're that bitch. But know when the fuck your ego is talking. Because that ego will block so many blessings. And I've dealt it before, thinking I deserve everything. Thinking I need this right now and I need it because this, that, the other, and I need it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck and I don't want to do the work for it. I need it because I'm me and I'm a bad bitch. Where the fuck is that going to get me? No, I need it because I know I can work for it. I know that I can be the person in order to deserve it, and I do deserve it. And I will act like I deserve it, and I won't show my fucking ass when I get something, okay? And a lot of the times when we do this and our ancestors put us in check, or God puts us in check, we sit here confused, and we're like, well, what the fuck? What happened? And we think the world is falling apart. No, it's because of that fucking ego. You thought you deserved something. Do you? Because the way you're acting, it's not giving you deserve it. And there's so many times where they've put me in check and I've been like, ooh, I've been choked up. I don't know what the fuck to say. And then I realized, I'm like, hey, maybe I shouldn't acted a fucking ass. Okay? Maybe I shouldn't have acted a fucking ass. Now here I am, learning. But it's okay. Realize we can make mistakes. Realize we can have this ego and we can do, you know, yada, yada, yada. Life and learning is about making mistakes and learning from them. We'll still receive our blessings. We just gotta figure out how the fuck to learn from it first, okay? Like, that's really it. And a lot of, like, music is a frequency, okay? Music really helps me get in my mind, help me manifest. A lot of times when I meditate, I don't really meditate to vibrations. Sometimes I do subliminals, but I don't really meditate to vibrations. I do it to music because I feel it through the lyrics and I feel it through so many different things. And I have so many different playlists. I can share them. I think on Instagram, can I do that? I'll share my account on Instagram, okay? But let me just name a couple songs that really have it going for me. And I think my favorite one for this, because it's not even really it might be, I don't know. But the frequency of this song, gets me going. It's Just Like Magic by Ariana Grande. In this song, she just kind of talks about, okay, I feel good, I'm living my blessings, I just want to have a good day. I'm gonna do everything I can in order to have a good day, and I speak life into myself. I speak love into myself. I believe my manifestations are gonna work. I believe everything is gonna work out for me. And I love that song. Another one is Ascension by Janae Aiko, like with Brandy on it. That song just makes me feel elevated and high as fuck. Butterfly by Umi. That one just makes me feel like the world is mine. Seven Rings by Ariana Grande. That makes me feel like a boss bitch who gets whatever the fuck she wants and does and puts in the work for it, okay? Anything Cleo Soul, anything Lauryn Hill, but especially like Nothing Even Matters or Tell Him. Those songs are both very spiritual for me. Window Seat by Miss Badu. Anything SZA, like SZA, okay. I love SZA and all her workings. I think Control is my favorite album because I think there's just so much life into that, and I think it's where I just see myself most of the time. Like when I envision my life, I picture it as Control. Now SOS was good and like I like it, but I think there's some songs in there I just personally don't like to listen to. Like I listen to them, but not when I want to feel high and vibrational, because I feel like they are low vibrational. Like Special, I wish I was the girl, I wish I was this, I wish I was this. No, that's fine, and those are accurate feelings, but I need to be put in a spot where I'm like, hey, this is who I am, I know who the fuck I am. And I think one of my favorite songs off Control is Prom, which I feel like nobody talks about, which granted I love 20 something anything, like I love all those, but Prom is such an upbeat fucking song, and it's so real. She's talking about fearing of growing up and, you know, learning and growing with life, but accepting it for who she is. And it's such a fun, relatable song for me, so I really love that. And then, like I said, my vision board, that's my favorite thing. I put credit scores on here, what I want to happen, new apartment keys, engagements, kids, interviews, work, love, everything I want from my life. What I see myself at the top, what I see myself encapsulating, who I see myself as. But also, if you're watching the video, journals. Girl, I have so many fucking journals, like, and they all have their own specific thing. Like, some are for manifestation, some are for herbs. Some have specific manifestations in each. And also, I love dating when I journal, because I love being able to look back. Like, I have journal entries in here from like 2021, and I'm like, damn, that happened. This manifestation happened, and I didn't even notice it. Damn, I loved that tea, okay? That's my favorite thing. I love me some Florida water. Oh, before, because we know I work retail. Before I walk into retail, I put me some Florida water on, because you are not about to give me the evil eye. You are not about to give me these fake ass compliments. You are not about to be so rude. And I'm not gonna, honestly, I'm not accepting that energy. You're not putting that onto me. I put this behind my neck. I put it on my forehead. I love some Florida water. I love it. I love blessing my home with this, and I'm blessing my home with holy water as well. I made a simmer pot, which I'm about to mop with, and, you know, put some Florida water in that. I bless my door. I have bells on my doors. You know, I very much protect my energy and who I am as a person. I love it. But for me, I think when it comes to alchemy and manifestation, how I ask for divination and how I use it, not just like discernment in a way, but also I think my talent specifically is what my ancestors, a big gift they gave me. I'm a reader, okay? Now, compared to my best friend, she has her own role in our relationship, in our spiritual realm. She's an astrologer. Bitch, oh my gosh, if you can ask this bitch any question about astrology, like, she is reading it down to the T, and I'm just like, what the fuck? She can see my kids, how many kids I'll have, how my births will be. Like, so much different shit. But for me, I'm a reader, and if you're watching the video, I got my tarot cards out here. It's odd, like, the way I practice, because when I read, I don't really, like, I pay attention to the card, but I more so let it speak through me. And I love doing readings. And I think the only hard thing I have when it comes to readings is doing readings on myself, because I'm a little bit fucking delusional. So that's when my discernment really has to come in, when I want to listen to when I'm being called out or not. But yeah, my tarot cards really help me determine my manifestations, the timing of them, what I should be doing, and just so much more in life. There's so many resources we have, and you don't need to have anything. Honestly, do you have some cinnamon or cloves in your pantry? Pull some cinnamon out. I love some bay leaves. There's so much different things. So I feel like after listening to this episode, I feel like if you feel inclined to manifest, do it. Do it, but ground yourself. Know the bad parts of you and how they can get in the way, how they can self-sabotage you, okay? Because you don't want to ask for your blessing and lose it because you didn't do the work. Because they'll teach you that fucking lesson. They'll give you exactly what the fuck you want, knowing you were so pressed about it and you didn't do the work, and they'll snatch that shit right the fuck away. And now you're sitting here salty. Now what? Okay. But yeah, so that was today's episode. I hope you guys took something from it. Honestly, I really hope you did. I know I might have been all over the place, but I love talking about it. It's something I'm very passionate about, but I don't really talk about a lot because I think some things can just be very misconstrued sometimes, and everybody's practice is their own. Everybody learns their own way, and you might not agree with everything I said, and that's okay. Use your discernment. If I'm not what the fuck you need to be hearing, if you don't want to do a practice I said, use your discernment, okay? Because you don't need to manifest with the vision board if you don't want to, if you don't feel called to it. So yeah, just at the end of the day, remember that. And yeah, that was today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next week. I am done. I don't know, but I love you guys so much. Thank you for always listening to me, being here for me, being patient with me, and joining me on this growth process of did I overshare? Okay, your favorite fucking roller coaster. All right, I love you guys so much. Bye.